Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kay, and in today's video we're going to be looking at my beauty empties from May. Getting so lost as to what month we're in at the moment. This year's just been crazy. So if you don't know what an empties video is, essentially it's where people like myself hoard their beauty rubbish, get on camera and talk about how they felt about the products. So I personally love to watch these kinds of videos. I like to film them as well. They're one of my favourite types of videos to film. For me, I just think that when a person's used a product up in its entirety, you get a better idea of how you feel about that product. I just feel like you can sort of give more of an informed opinion. That's just me. If it's not your thing, that's fine. But if it is, we're going to get into it right now. I've got a little basket of goodies here. Not very many, so this should be a fairly short video, or at least short by my standards. So the first thing I'm going to pull out is the thing that was sitting on top, and that is the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Foreplay Moisturising Shower Cream Gel. I've had this for quite a while and I just sort of kept squirreling it away. I didn't want to use it up. Kept trying to hide it from my husband and my son because they seem to quite enjoy it too. But it's mine. So I did kind of hide this a lot, which consequently meant that I was in the shower mid-shower before I realised I haven't actually uncovered this. So it did take me a while to use it up. I like it. I love the smell of it. It's the same as the Brazilian Bum Bum cream. I really enjoy it. It is quite a thick and creamy sort of shower gel, so I really enjoyed that, and I would definitely purchase another one. So I like that. So the next thing I'm going to pull out is this moisturiser. So it's from Human & Kind, and it's the Body Souffle. Quite enjoyed this. It smelled really nice. It felt really nice on the skin. It did have fragrance in it, so if you are sensitive to that, it's probably not going to be what you want. But for me, it wasn't massively overwhelming, but it was there, and I quite enjoyed it on my skin. Not my favourite moisturiser, but I did enjoy using it. It did its job. I wouldn't necessarily purchase another one, but if one happened to sort of fall into my lap again through a subscription box or something like that, which is where this one came from. This one came from a FabFitFun box. So if I did get another one through those means, or somebody gave me one, I'd be happy enough to use it, but I wouldn't go out of my way to purchase it. It just wasn't my favourite. Next we've got a little sample. Whoops. So this was the Ritual of Dow night balm for the hands. So I had this from a Feel Unique, I think it was the sample service, maybe, I'm not totally sure. It was from Feel Unique anyway, and it's a sample. It was okay. I wasn't massively overwhelmed by it. It did moisturise, but I wouldn't have said it was anything super revolutionary. I wouldn't have said that I got up in the morning and went, oh my gosh, my hands look amazing. It was quite greasy, so being night balm, it was definitely better to use it at night than it would have been during the day, because it did have that sort of slip to it. I am currently using the Rituals of Sakura version of this. I've got a full size like pump of that, and I prefer the scent. This scent was okay, but it was a bit more sort of on the masculine side, and I typically prefer more sort of feminine scents. So I do prefer the Sakura one, but it was okay, but I wouldn't go out of my way to purchase a full size one. So that was that. Next we've got a serum. So this one is from The Ordinary, and it's the hyaluronic acid 2% plus B5. For the price, I think this is really good. I think you're talking sort of about £6, £7, £8 maybe. I'll try and find it and put the price on the screen for you. But it's definitely an affordable range. It was an affordable product. I actually got this in a Look Fantastic box last year. Took me a while to use it because I got other serums that I was using at the time. I do have a serum that I like to use regularly, the Lumine Glow Boost Essence. So it took me a while to get around to using this, but it was okay. Not my favourite though. I definitely prefer the Lumine over this. This one had a bit more sort of tackiness to it, so sort of as you're applying it, you sort of touch your skin and you can sort of feel it just sort of sticking, which I wasn't a massive fan of, but I do understand that that is generally how a hyaluronic acid serum feels, so I know it's not specific to this product, but I just didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoy Lumine products. So I wouldn't buy another one, but again, if I happen to get one, I'd be happy enough to use it. So that's that. Next we've got this from Dr. Botanicals, and this is the Moroccan Rose Superfood Facial Oil. So I showed this in my night skincare routine video, which I think went up last week, maybe the week before by the time this goes up. It's been a thing trying to get videos posted at the moment. Long story short, I went back to work. It was a bit unexpected. I didn't have a lot of notice, so anything I've got planned for YouTube kind of went out the window. So I'm not totally sure when that video went up now. Everything's a bit of a haze at the moment, but I know I talked about this and it was nearly finished. It now is finished. It does have a rose scent to it, so if you're not keen on fragrance or rose scents in particular, this won't be for you. Again, I didn't find it very strong, but I'm not a person who minds fragrance, so you need to bear that in mind. I did like this. When I first started trying to use oils, I didn't like them at all. I just felt like it made my skin really greasy. I was getting sort of breakouts from them at one point, so I wasn't really keen on using this, but I sort of investigated, did a little bit of research, realised that perhaps I wasn't using oils the way that they were supposed to be used. I think I was probably using the wrong quantities as well, to be honest. I'm human, I make mistakes. So I decided that I would give this another go, and I actually really did enjoy it. Do I think it's a necessary step in my skincare routine? No, but it is a nice step. It just adds that little bit of extra hydration, which while we've been in lockdown, I've definitely needed, because you're inside all the time, you're sort of maybe not thinking about drinking, you're just sort of moping around the house some days. In my case, it was entertaining a 3-year-old, so didn't always remember to drink a lot. So having sort of that extra help with the hydration in my skincare routine was definitely welcome, and it worked. It did what I needed it to do. I enjoyed using it. I don't know if I would repurchase one. I've toyed with the idea and I'm not ruling it out, but at the moment I don't really need to. I do have a few sort of oils in my stash at the moment, so I don't need a new one. But if I ran out of all of those and I'd had nothing new come into my collection and I was thinking, right, I really want to buy a facial oil, this is definitely a contender. So that's that. And then we've just got a couple of little face masks. We've got, oops, and we've got this one. So this is the Pure Aura Cosmic Shimmer Hologram Foil Mask, made in Korea. It was sort of a holographic face mask thing. On the picture, it looks like it's a single piece mask, so it confused me a bit when I pulled it out and it was in 2 parts. You literally had the top half of your face and then the bottom half of your face. I'd never used one like that before, and I originally thought, oh my gosh, this is broken. I've managed to rip it without even trying. No, I actually think it was designed that way, but the picture doesn't really show that, so I was a little bit confused. But in terms of how well it worked, it was a face mask. I've said it before, I'm sure I'll say it again. When it comes to face masks, I'm not entirely sure that they're massively effective, but they are nice to do. If you're feeling a bit stressed out, you're feeling like you need a little bit of a boost with your hydration, then, you know, I think it's nice to just use one. You've got the serum in there. As long as you're not allergic to it or sensitive to the ingredients, as far as I'm concerned, it can't hurt to try one. And I actually don't think this was my favourite. Normally I don't really notice too much of a difference between face masks. They all sort of feel quite nice and refreshing when I use them. I don't really notice any of the super duper skincare benefits like reduced lines and wrinkles or things like that. I usually just use them to feel refreshed, but this one just didn't make me feel as refreshed. It was okay, but it wasn't amazing, so I probably wouldn't buy another one. I think this was a freebie in a Feel Unique bag or a Cult Beauty bag or something like that, so I didn't actually pay for this, so I didn't really lose anything by trying it, but I wouldn't buy one out of my own money, so that was that one. And then the final thing I've got in here was this face mask from 111 Skin. I know I've showed these before. I had a pack of them, I think, again from FabFitFun. I'm still working my way through them. They are expensive, so I'm definitely not going to be repurchasing these for myself. So I do sort of try and use them every once in a while. Usually if I'm sort of feeling a bit fed up or super stressed, then I've sort of pulled them out before and used them for that. I think I've only got a couple left now, so getting a bit nervous. I do like these. So it's a rose gold brightening facial treatment mask. Again, I'm not sure I notice a massive effect with the brightening, but it feels nice. Placebo effect, I suppose, with the rose gold. It feels quite luxurious to use. Serum feels quite nice, and I do feel quite refreshed after I've used it, so I like it. I do like them, but as I said, they are a bit pricey, so as I said, I wouldn't be repurchasing. But yeah, I wouldn't be unhappy to have any more, so that is that. So that was a bit quick. That is literally everything. So over to you guys then. Maybe let me know what you guys have been using up over the last month. What kind of things have you been finishing? Let me know what you thought of the things that I finished this month. Maybe you like some things that I didn't. Maybe you dislike some things that I did. Just let me know in the comments section down below. I'm always interested to hear other people's thoughts and opinions. So as always, if you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It just really helps to let me know that you're enjoying my content. And yeah, I will see you all again in another video very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.